Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Gormagat, Aengus Leas-Cheann made a cool one chin. Push Pedro Gulchini spatial and made Toleragum or Smiley better share. Fado, people goggle meo hin, Nurhonic Midlakela or Deuspara and Shotaration Tauchan. The glunder our griha eganam, Aengus Sketamini should be tougher than Kedor. Aengus Comhairle vi Sketamini Oram Hain, Aengus Diniala vi Sonomicht, the postmore on Comhairle eganam, Aengus Shin Raita near Iriglum, near Van Lalom. But Wallam Turk Conquivna Dave, Rudda Dortmer and Leas-Cheann, Beda Gwil Tavok Breshalesh, Thresh and Shocked in the Ta, Thresh Aun, Aengus Duras a Shaw, Eganam. In a bilingual house with 2 official languages, we need a chair who can monitor and, if necessary, step in and apply the rules and protections of this house equally to everyone, whether it be Oscuelga, no Osperla. And that might mean much to many here who operate exclusively in English. But I ask you to put yourselves in my shoes and other deputies here in this house who are Gaelgori, who are raised Oscuelga or who have learned the Irish and operate wholly Oscuelga at this stage, or who are raising their kids in. I was raised in this city, Gaelga, my first language. I couldn't speak English properly till 7, and most people say I can't speak it properly still. But I'm most comfortable speaking Irish. I work in Irish, I think in Irish, well, as a work, rest and play. And I was privileged in the last 2 Dáil to be the chair of the committee here, which operates wholly Oscuelga, translates nothing except for whatever the translators translate to English in the background. And that was a move which was welcomed by us who are Gaelga and the Irish society outside. But I'm happy I'm not the only Teachta Dála who grew up speaking Gaelga, and many of the new TDs elected to this Dáil did so, are in fact raising their children and their families Oscuelga. But one of the first things an Irish-speaking child learns is ná inis brag. Every Irish speaker, and most English speakers, also know what this means by second nature. Because Irish is a living language, not just some mysterious museum exhibit that needs to be discussed in academic terms with erroneous references to dictionary entries. And if I'm elected, I pledge not to Inish brag to the Comhairle or as last Comhairle. I will operate in all the languages I have, which is Irish and English, and I will treat everybody here equally in both of those languages. I don't doubt the good intentions of both the Comhairle and my fellow candidate today for the position of last Comhairle to brush up on their couple of focal, and I welcome them and must say them ein cower and écar a hort Tommy Sauce Shinianov the ein din is a talk show no ein din a last mudden talk show quidu live talked and Gaelga talk with. I believe that everybody has Irish, have learned Irish. It's sitting in the back of your brain. Sometimes it needs to be stimulated, whether it's by a point or by just conversation, I don't know. But kind of you look at many an Irish person abroad, they have more Irish when they're abroad than they do when they're at home. So it's there and it needs to be stimulated, and I think we should go that way, and kind of we should listen to former Fine Gael Minister Joe McHugh and his new book, Beitu All Right, and people should look at the journey he took in terms of learning the Irish language when kind of he got landed with a job that he was delighted to take, but he put the heart and soul into relearning the Irish language, because in many cases that's what it is. But this job isn't just about the Irish language. It is about ensuring that all of you, are represented in the chair there. We have a very eminent and kind of so far has proven quite able Comhairle, but there are times when the Comhairle won't be here. And that's the job of the last Comhairle, is to step in and to represent her and represent your interests, because the TD's interests, they're all individually packaged, if you want. This isn't a party political position. This is a position where you have an independence once you sit into that chair. You have to apply the rules and regulations equally. And I've been for over 2 decades on the Dáil Reform Committee, which keeps changing its name, or the CPP. It's always been a CPPO or something it's called now. But I've been on those, and I've worked diligently over those years in terms of trying to promote a better working of this House in the interests of the TDs, in the interests of us in here being able to do our work as fairly and as positively and sometimes as quickly as we can to ensure we're representing not only the interests of our constituents, our constituency, our political parties, but the democracy that has elected us here in the first place. So I would urge people to use the opportunity to remember that this is a secret ballot. It isn't in the gift of the Taoiseach, Taoiseach or any political party leader or group leader. It is in your interest to look again and to think on that and to think who would best represent you as Leas-Cheann Comhairle.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.